Hello, YouTube. I'm just gonna make a quick political video, which probably isn't gonna be very quick at all. Alright. First of all, let me get one thing straight with you guys. I fucking hate liberals. Bunch of whiny ass, fucking pussy cunt, liberal, fuck scoff, bleeding heart, politically correct motherfuckers who don't have the balls to say anything they actually need to say. But goddamn, I hate conservatives more. Bunch of gun-toting, sheep-raping, psycho-ass, homophobic, religious nut-jobs. Fuck them both. You know, I think part of this is the polarization of issues created by the fact that we only have two government parties, Republicans and Democrats. And, you know, it's a load of shit. Because one is left, one is right. For those of you who don't know what that means, right are people who want to go back to the way things were and who don't want things to change. Liberals and, or rather, Democrats are people who want things to change and want to move on into the future. Progressive ideas. Oh God, I forget the exact name for each one, but that's not important, people. I consider myself a conservative liberal, or maybe a liberal conservative, to steal the phrase from Dan and Carlin, because you know what? Some things in this nation don't need to be changed. Some things do. A lot more things need to be changed right now than need not to be changed. Hence why I'm a liberal. I do what I do because I think I'm smart and I'm able to see shit. I do this thing called thinking with my brain. The government doesn't like it that much. Alright, speaking of thinking, thanks to the help of CDK007's friend and my own inauspicious dwellings, I have come up with 4 points. 4 simple things. I said simple, not easy. That we can do to fix America. These things are, number 1, remove the Electoral College. Without the Electoral College, President George W. Fuckface wouldn't be in office right now. If we didn't have the Electoral College, Al Gore would be in office. I don't know if you people consider that better or worse, but I certainly know I don't want Bush in office anymore, and I'm pretty sure that had I the choice, I would use a time machine and go back. But no, because of the Electoral College, this load of shit thing happens. If you live in a red state, you're fucked if you're in a blue. If you live in a blue state, you're fucked if you're the red. Want to know why? Because the Electoral College votes all its votes on who wins. It doesn't balance them out. You know, 75% of people voted blue, 25% voted red, so let's have 25% vote blue. 75%. You get it? It's not equal. It's, okay, blue won, blue takes all. It's bullshit. And it's also bullshit because the states with lower population, for some bizarre reason I don't quite understand, get higher votes. Get more votes. Get more powerful votes. I suppose it was a method created by the Founding Fathers to somehow balance out the inauspicious shit that was going on, but I can't really tell. So, get rid of the Electoral College. Number 2, make voting rank-based. This will remove the dominance of the Democratic and Republican parties, which at this point is becoming a lot like choosing between being anally raped and having your hands sawed off and then your feet eaten by sharks. You know, it's not even Scylla and Charybdis anymore, people. It's horribly worse. And it's getting to the point where you might as well vote Cthulhu in, because he's the lesser of the evils. Ugh. That said, I do like Barack Obama to an extent, but that's not what we're here to talk about. I'm not going to really go on about my specific political views right now. That'll take too much time. I told you all I needed to tell you. Alright, so, make voting rank-based. This will make the Republican and Democratic parties eventually fade out and eventually become on the same level as other parties. At first, it won't seem like anything's happening, but soon it will. People will say, I don't want to vote for any of these guys, and I can have the chance that maybe I could win. If my candidate was a win, then I could still have a chance of getting the guy in office that I want. Soon, 30 parties will get more exposure, they'll get more media coverage, they'll get more people thinking about them and talking about them. Because of the more media coverage, they'll get more people voting for them. And soon, the sane parties will actually be in office, and we won't have to choose between a whole bunch of pussies and a whole bunch of assholes. Ugh. Alright, moving onward. Number 3, create a system whereby the people in office have to answer for their bullshit. Now, we have a little something like this. We have impeachment, where if someone does something stupid, we can convene a group of people to start talking about the guy and, presume to kick him out of office. That's not what this is going to be. They have this going on in the United Kingdom, and I absolutely love it. Basically what they do, from what I understand, is they get someone from the opposite party who's completely and utterly against the guy or the girl who's in charge. Let's just say Tony Blair. Let's just use him as an example. Then they get someone who absolutely hates Tony Blair and wants to basically kill his family. They hate him so much politically. And they put these two people in a room together with a whole bunch of witnesses, whole bunch of people from all the parties, and they let the crazy guy loose on Tony Blair. They let him ask questions. They make Tony give him answers. They make the guy answer for his bullshit. And these should be able to be convened every once in a while. And this would be a brilliant thing. Because, first of all, it wouldn't be a stain on their record if they had one of these called so much as it would be, okay, let's just make sure you're doing what we want you to do. And there wouldn't be anybody else involved except the guy at the stand himself. So it would be kind of like putting George Bush on a stand and then getting a 9/11 conspiracy theorist to beat his ass down. Please note, I am not a truther. Alright. But yeah, if we have that, power will go back to the people, and it will be a method of, well, in a way, checks and balances. Because once you elect a guy, you can't get him out of office until you say, oh my god, you're guilty of fucking war crimes. Which makes it a bit weird, like Bush is still in office. Finally, number 4, we need to get rid of the mass media TV news stations. Simple as that. It's really beginning to drive me insane. What I'm talking about, and the best example of this is Fox News. It's run by a corporation, run by Rupert Murdoch. He agrees unerringly with President Bush because President Bush has given him money. So what does he do? He makes his entire news station completely, utterly, unerringly, disturbingly nationalistic. That was his idea. And you know what? It's disturbing. It really is. And that's what I'm talking about. We've got to get rid of these stupid controlled media outlets. And the thing is, I don't know how to do it. It's going to be way too complicated. And big corporations are the only things that have enough money to run it. And here's the thing. Big corporations aren't necessarily evil. But the fact of the matter is, they want money. And only on rare occasion will the good of getting money not compromise the good of the people. What I'm saying is, if you tell someone who comes into your store to buy a product, if you don't buy this, you're going to fucking die and I fucking hate you. They're not going to buy it. You have to be nice. Same thing goes. Well, you have to take it away is because these psychopaths know that controversy sells. They know that they can get anyone to listen to anything that they say, so long as they talk about how many people died, or they talk about how many people are in a disagreement with it. They know that. They sell that. That's their job. That's how they make money. Fucking disturbing, really. They sell this shit and package it up and make us buy it and eat it. And it needs to stop. Because you know what? It's getting to the point where all you hear on the news media is shit you don't need to know. The news media needs to change, and it needs to start telling people what they need to know about their government, what they need to know about their people, and what they need to know about what's going on in the world. That's what a news station was intended to fucking be. Ugh! And if you're gonna be psychotically to the right or psychotically to the left, please just admit that. Admit it. I'm begging you. You know, it's really stupid to say you're centrist when you're actually the most bleeding heart conservative or bleeding heart liberal that there could possibly be. Ugh. Okay, I gotta go. Peace, love, and flowers. Mwah.